It's Sunday, guys. Different location, different story. Now, here is another story altogether. It has nothing to do with the Durban music first. You guys know that Ashley has an appearance today at the lifestyle brunch. Okay, it's still in Durban. Then for Sweet Guluva, guys, he had this podcast. Okay, I think it has to do still with the McG's, and it was premiered today, guys. There are lots and lots in it, But before I start, let me tell you guys that for Ashley, I'm going to bring you guys the gist later. Okay, when I go get the details, okay, and what really happened there, the whole gifting, appreciation, and all. Okay, now because I know it's going to be 5 to 8 p.m. and they said she came early. But for Sweet Guluva, guys, I just watched the podcast. In fact, my main interest was for Sweet Guluva. Okay, they had a lot to talk about. So they had fans who asked him a whole lot of questions, and I think it has to do with the youth. They were saying life in Cape Town, comparing Cape Town to Joburg, and they actually brought in a whole lot of questions, even regarding his passion. Okay, they had to like find out from him. Sweet Gulua is a footballer. That's his passion. He loves playing football, and they are asking him now that you have gone into the Big Brother, and lucky you, you won the money. So what's gonna happen to the football? Are you still gonna pursue that, or like are you gonna maintained with the whole entertainment stuff? And he said wow, that he actually was so in love with football, and he's still in love because football is good. But then he really tried. Okay, it didn't really go as he planned. Okay, in the football career, it didn't go as he planned, and he said okay, fine, let him try the Big Brother, and boom, he got the 2 million. So of course you have to stay with what's giving you the buzz. You don't have to just dump your fans, dump your the whole PR, and you're moving to another field. Even if that's gonna happen, it's gonna be later, which I think might happen later, right? But for now, at least he has to think of, he needs time to process what he needs to do with the money and all and all. So there came up questions, trust with Guluva. If you ask him the one that doesn't really go well with him, he's not gonna answer you. Because somebody had to ask, who is your least favorite, male, female, and who is your most favorite? And he said he never had a least favorite, he just had favorites on the house, but he didn't mention names. They still asked about who was your A person, the person that he said no one. Guys, see, Gulliver is funny. Then there was a question somebody asked him that the people of Mpumalanga and where people that loved him so much, supported him. So what's his passion now, and what's something that he really loves so much that he really would want to do for them? And so he had to answer that question and said he's thinking about building football tournaments. So that was how the whole football question came about. In fact, his coaches were there. I think it also has to do with football. Talking because it was mostly dominated. The fans were mostly youths, right? So they talked about him, his performances, why he was a footballer, how he was so great. He's a good footballer. One of the coaches actually nailed it, and some of the podcasters were feeling like, he won the 2 million, so you have to be careful with what you will say. Guys, it was really fun watching it. I really enjoyed every part of it. So the one of the coaches actually mentioned that he is a very disciplined player. Yeah, he said he's a disciplined player, well behaved, and like he really understands the assignment when it comes to field. Okay, in fact, the guy used one word. He said footballically, footballically. Yes, he said footballically. Sigulua is good. Like when it comes to football, he's actually very good. Because the first coach they asked said he doesn't want to say so that it won't be like he's just promoting, that he will allow another coach to who has coached him to say. And they actually mentioned that he's a very great footballer. He's a very good footballer. Okay, but for him, he feels that he actually tried his best there and it wasn't going at his plan, but football is still his thing. So he said he's thinking about building tournaments, football tournaments for people, for, some communities and all. And that is really very beautiful. In fact, the guy really thanked him so much. See, this guy is so humble, and that's why God is blessing him. He's been on their podcast thrice, and, he hasn't really complained. You guys give me this, give me that. Even when he was called, that if he were to be some people, as long as they've come to you once, twice, the third one, they're going to tell you, you guys are going to pay me this for coming. You guys are going to do this. But he was just so, easily accessible. He came. That shows how much he appreciates and loves his fans. And so he was like, no, he's not going to trade that for anything, because the people that actually voted, supported him, and were there for him, like helping him to get to that top. No, he's not really going to, look down on them or do it. In fact, that words cannot express how appreciative he would always be to them. Okay, guys, I literally enjoy this thing. I'm just summarizing. It took me like almost 30 minutes. No, let me say 30, 25 minutes to watch. Okay, so it was really, really very beautiful. Well, if you still want to watch the podcast, I think it's on MacG. It's in MacG's podcast, right? Yeah, so the people there really thanked him, appreciated him, they wished him well. And one of the ladies said she wishes that the love people have on him would continue. And he was actually advised, guys, he was advised not to change for the fans, not to change for anybody, not to change for the public, not to change for what people are saying. He's a good person, he's got a good heart, he should continue in that way that he has always been, and shouldn't change that for anybody. So you guys, I'm going to be wrapping it all here while Ashley is still in Durban at the lifestyle brunch. Yeah, once the kick off, once the kick starts, I just hope some people are going to come alive so we can actually join them and see exactly what is going on there. Share your thoughts in the comments. Did you watch that? Did you enjoy it? Especially when he was dancing, when he was doing his signature dance. And do you guys know that he literally stood up? He stood up to do the dance for them. Like, this guy is just so humble. Well, he's still quite young, and it to continue. It's not about, you see teenagers now being rude and all. He's just who he is. He's very humble. He's very genuine. He's very real. And at the end of the day, he hugged them and he left the place. So you guys, share your thoughts, please. And thank you so much for sticking by. Bye.